Hi guys, and welcome to Beer Bubbles podcast. We're in Norrköping at Bishop's Arms, and we're sitting here with Inka.
Oh, hi guys.
Hi, and Rasmus, of course.
Hello.
Always with Rasmus. Inka, you are the pub manager for Bishop's Arms in Norrköping, Grand Hotel Elite.
Yeah, that's a long name.
Yeah.
Yes, and I'm proud of it.
Tell us a bit about yourself and your background.
Oh, I've been working in this industry for a long time. Started in 95, I think, and been around. So everyone in this town knows me. They get thirsty when they see me.
That's a good thing to have.
Yeah, absolutely.
But what have you done besides Bishop's? Where did you start out?
At home. No, I've been, except the other restaurants, you mean? In this town 3 before this, I came here 2009, I think. Oh, it's a long time.
Oh, you've been here a while then.
Yeah.
What is it with Bishop's Arms that made you want to basically make your career out of it?
I don't know. I like drinks, foods, beers, and it's that's what I got here. So.
And what got you started on beers? Because this is a podcast about beer, but was there a particular beer that you remember that started your interest in beer?
Oh no, that's drinks and foods in general.
There's a combination between
Yeah,
them, or
absolutely. And happy people, smiling people, making them happy and
Well,
good.
that's the fun thing about the restaurant business. People come walking grumpy as fuck, and then you give them something good to drink, something good to eat, and they dance out.
Absolutely, yeah.
And not because they're happy because they can leave, because they are happy because they're gonna come back.
and they're probably a little bit tipsy as well. But that's what happens.
Make people happy. Yeah.
Definitely. Every bishops there is has their own identity. What is Norrköping's bishop's identity?
Oh, tough question. All the bishops are similar looking, so they know what they get when they come here. The gimmick is no television, no games or anything, except old games.
Well,
Monopoly
you
and
went against that this summer.
Yeah, we did. We sent the European football.
The championships.
Yeah.
Lots of people.
When Sweden played. Otherwise, no.
Well, it's been a tough year.
It's been, yeah. But I've been lucky here. Because I think people are feeling confident in our local. We have different kind of sittings, space between them. And so they've been quite good anyway. So
Is there a lot of regulars here?
I'd say regulars as all over Sweden. So,
But you got customers coming in every day, every week, and
Yeah. And we have extremely large outdoor serving, so we can get 120 people outside.
That's amazing,
Yeah.
especially with the summer we've had this year.
Yeah. And now the regulations outdoors is gone, so...
Well, now it's cold outside.
Not yet, huh?
Well, today it got warm again, so
Yeah.
we're recording this.
We've had quite a fun road trip down here to, started in Norrköping and went down here to Norrköping. You work with local breweries?
Absolutely, yeah.
Which ones?
We got four locals. Vikbolandet, Gårdsbryggeri, Potum, Norrköpings Bryggeri, and finally Phoenix, the newest one.
Which we interviewed yesterday.
Are you were there yesterday? Yeah, okay. Yeah, they are quite good, yeah.
We spoke to Anneli yesterday. So.
Yeah. I sell a lot of them.
Yeah.
Nowadays, you got the hotel here, and a lot of the travelers, they coming wants the local stuff. And if you got a local IPA, it sells itself.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Do you have anything local? Yeah, IPA? Yeah, take 2.
Sometimes it doesn't even matter what it is. You
Yeah.
have something local.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's Imperial Stout. I'll take that one.
The thing is also IPAs, when you talk about that, it's kind of become the new Storstark.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
People order an IPA, and in the beginning, people order an IPA, and you ask them which one, and they said, "What do you mean?" And they looked at that sign, the Lagunitas IPA, because that's the one they'd see.
Big letters with
Yeah.
IPA, yeah.
They thought it was one beer
Yeah, I know.
instead of a style.
I had a trip for 2 years ago. I took the car, went Sweden up to north and down to south. And I stopped at the Systembolag in most of the towns and bought local beers. So I have kind of nice stuff you can see in my car when I come home from all of Sweden.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
But that is all because it's not always you can get a hold of local things if you don't go to the local
yeah.
area.
Yeah.
So it's and there's a lot of good breweries around here in Sweden. that we don't know about yet.
There's 500 breweries in Sweden right now. It's really hard to keep track on all of them. But when you come to the local city or local town, you find out.
Yeah, definitely.
So we encourage our listeners to go around Sweden and try new beers.
Yeah. And have a large car with you if you want to buy
big trunk.
Big trunk.
But don't drink and drive.
Don't drink and drive.
No.
Absolutely.
So what have you done to try to activate this place? I know you had a quiz on last night, but that was actually in all bishops in Sweden, I think.
Yeah, it's through all the bishops in Sweden have a quiz the same night. And it's the same questions, the same time. Everything is happening at the same Sunday. So
that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
But have you had any other kind of activations to bring people in during the pandemic?
A lot of tastings with beer and other liquids. But it's always people here. So people tell people, and it's always crowded.
And the thing is, you also close a bit later than most places, especially we were here, it was a Sunday yesterday.
Oh yeah?
Everything shut down at 10.
Sundays,
you're open till 11.
Yeah, Sundays and Mondays are special. During the pandemic, people are closed down, Sundays and Mondays. So Sunday, Monday is 2 good days for me. They know I have open.
Yeah, there were quite a few people here when we were here yesterday, and met a really nice guy in the bar.
Yeah, and we ran into a guy who used to be the head chef at the hotel up. I can't remember the name
he used to work at East in Stockholm for 10 years.
Okay. Yeah.
And we were talking about this. Swedish people are quite afraid of talking to people in the bar, but when you sit in the bar, that's actually an invitation for people to speak to you, according to us at least.
Yeah.
That bar culture we need to cultivate in Sweden.
Yeah, I mean, if you sit down at the bar, I mean, you sit there to talk to somebody, be close to people. So it's that choice.
Not that close.
Not that close. No.
Not during the pandemic.
1 meter.
And I like the interviews. It's always some conversations to discuss about things we have. Start conversation.
Well, you would work perfectly with the place on Bellmansgatan because you got the oars and they got the canoe. But this Bishop Arms has been around since 93, I think.
Yeah.
And it is, in my opinion, a good way for people to learn about beer because you can find it almost in any largest city in Sweden, and there's always a hotel connected, or no, not always, but mostly there's a hotel connected to the Bishop Arms. So if you get into Elite Hotel, you got easy access to a really nice beer bar.
Yeah.
And what Bishop has done is actually bring diverse beer out to the people. And that must be one of the highlights of work in this business, because you can give people an experience.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. A lot of tastings nowadays, they taste individually. They pick 3 or 4 beers, a couple of glasses, and they try it out for themselves. And you're just there to help them if they ask some questions or something. About this Bishop, I think I have one of the largest selections of beers. I think I have 26 on draft and maybe 250, 270 different cans or bottles. So it's a great variety.
What do you think of canned beers? Because I kind of love
it. It's getting on.
Especially when you work in the bar, it's like it's so much easier to work with cans because they're lighter and
cans,
and they don't go bad.
No, and every can is art performance from the
the labels are fantastic.
Yeah, fantastic. Yeah.
It's really popular to have an artist making your labels now, and I think that is very nice that they're doing that, because it's craft beer itself is an art. So it's,
absolutely,
it's nice to do that. So you have said 200 plus canned bottle beers. Is everything moving?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Except Christmas time with the beers with the Santa Claus. You can sell it in January.
Yeah.
I don't understand why not more people call their Christmas beer a winter ale instead.
Yeah.
Because then you can sell it after the 25th of December.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're fucked, basically.
Give him to the chef. He managed to do something with it.
Cook it down to syrup and do a sauce out of it.
Yeah.
Well, it's sad if it's a very nice beer. You pour it out in a sauce.
Then you get a very nice sauce.
Yeah.
That's true, though. That's true.
So, what do you think? What is the future for Bishop? Is it going to stay the same, or are you Do you try to influence it to move any kind of direction?
I think it's been around since '94 here, and I think it's the only place in Norrköping which is called the same, has the same owner and do the same thing without tallies, without anything. No, not a place in this town can. That's the only one. They changed directions, name, owners.
So it's more of a case.
They're more of a hold it. They want the customer. I think the customer wants to. They already know this secured place, perfect, nice food, beers, and all that.
So you mean if
don't change too much, but
keep
it healthy and fresh.
It's a case of if it's white and works, don't paint it black.
Yeah.
So this place is as old as I am.
Well, we were allowed to drink while you were born. So.
Well, that's a perspective. The change that happened to Järntorget bishops with the new style of bishops is not going to happen here then?
I don't know. They have to see the progress, how it's working out in Göteborg. So maybe.
But I like this old classic pub feeling. It's cozy.
It's homey.
Yeah.
And it's inviting. It's warm. It's wood. It's like quite low ceilings. You don't get that echo that you get sometimes when we walk into a bar.
I have a lot of guests at a hotel from Britain come down. Wow, this is more British than we have in Britain, and a larger variety on draft and everything.
So you out-British the British.
Yeah, I think so.
But the beer selection, that must have changed over the last. Well, you said you started in 2009.
Yeah.
So it's
here.
been so it's been 12 years.
Yeah.
The selection of beers must have changed quite drastically.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. When I started, I didn't know IPA, anything. IPA, what's that? That was a big Swedish strong beer, Stor Stark. And that's gone.
But Bishop, from the beginning, they actually wanted some kind of variety, at least. It wasn't 24 taps on, but they still.
No, there was a variety, but it was say I have most lagers. Nowadays, it's sour beer, IPAs, pale ale, stouts.
Is sour beers the new thing?
Yeah, I think so.
That's the new IPA, so to speak.
No, I don't think you can put down the IPA. It's the first place anyway. Yeah, but lagers, it's on its way. Yeah,
it's like lagers, IPAs, then sours.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah,
It's cool how the development has gone on, and really, through Bishop, actually penetrates out through the country properly.
Yeah.
We talk about trends all the time as well, with what's coming next, what's gonna go away, what's the. So Cici said, what was it, 5 years ago, that sours will never be here?
7.
So 7 years ago, that sours will never stay. And I do believe now that haze is going down.
In Stockholm, at least, people are starting to gravitate more towards classic beer styles.
Yeah.
So they go into more like arts and lagers, traditional British style
ales.
No,
it's a lot of more British ale, yeah.
Yeah.
And brewers are actually starting to brew that kind of beer as well.
Yeah.
Which means that in a year or two, I'm going to be trendy again. I'm going to be the one who drinks the trendy beers.
Well, I think the hazy IPA is not so attractive now than it was before. I have tastings with a lot of different hazy IPAs, and after a while, everything was tasting the same. So it's hard to tell which hazy is which.
I was judging the Uppsala Beer and Whiskey Festival, and but when we went through the hazy IPAs, I think it was 80 different ones.
Yeah.
And you end up going like, didn't I taste this one?
Yeah, I know the feeling.
It's really hard to judge it because they are so similar. They're over-hopped, dry-hopped like crazy, almost no bitter hopping, and maybe a little bit of aroma hopping.
Yeah.
So they haven't got that. And now I'm talking from my perspective, guys. So if you love hazy IPAs, keep on loving hazy IPAs, because no one can tell you you're wrong. What you think is good for you. But to me, I really want some kind of bitter hopping or at least aroma hopping to get some bitterness that I want to go back to the beer, because otherwise flavors just disappear for me.
See what I mean?
It's not full. It's you have the nose is amazing most of the time, and then you drink it and you're like, okay, that was it,
and then it's gone.
Yeah. So I'll have a West Coast IPA, please.
And that style is coming back as well. if you can say classic about a style that's been around for 30 years only.
Yeah.
But American West Coast style IPA it's something that people really tend to go in and ask for now.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. It's about the person who works behind the bar. I have the variety from 20 years up to my age. And I am quite traditional. I enjoy Belgic beers and ales. So I push them forward. When the 20 years maybe push sour beer, so that's quite a variety of different. So that's the why it's so a lot beers in the bars.
But that's a really good thing. Yeah, that you get different perspectives and different point of views, actually contributing to what you have on tap.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So for someone who works in the restaurant business and wants to learn more about beer, would you recommend the Bishop's Arms as a place to work?
That's mostly the perfect place.
Yeah,
yeah.
You have a lot of tastings for the staff and educational. Yeah.
And I've been there by, so I've seen people come and go, and then get drafted from here to the next place because they know about the drinks.
So Inka, what is the selling point? If you would sell your Bishops to people listening, what would you say about the place?
The place is mostly selling itself. You got a lovely outdoor, nice indoor sunset. You got the water outside. And if you come from the station, it's 200 meters and you see the place lighting up. you can't help go in there.
So you don't really have to move. When you come with the train, you go to Bishops, and that's where you stay.
You first, when you're on vacation, you go to a place. I'm going to sit there, and you sit there. Next time you come, you sit on the same place. So it's kind of...
So the location spot
is perfect.
Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah.
I couldn't help to notice, but all the big hotels are just around this area.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
And just by the waterfront, and I was like, oh, well, they've spoken to the council, and they made sure they have the best spots. But it's absolutely gorgeous. The creek is just outside, running past, and you're located so you get the sunset as well.
Yeah, it comes around in the afternoon, and you see the sunset, and it's perfect.
Should we stay another night?
Yeah.
Just sit here and have a few
yeah, we can have a couple of sour beers.
Actually, think about moving here. It's a very nice place. Everybody here is super friendly. It's
amazing.
Yeah. It's different from Stockholm. No, Stockholm people are very nice.
Stockholm's good, but it is a major city.
Yeah. It's a higher pulse.
I normally say that Stockholm is the capital because it's the only city in Sweden, while Gothenburg is the biggest small town. But Norrköping is somewhere there as well. It's kind of urban. You got your trams.
Yeah, somewhere in between those maybe. But everybody gets so surprised in the come to summer and say, oh, what a lovely city. I don't think this about Norrköping.
And lots of green areas.
I was one of them because I've never been here.
Okay.
When we went to Phoenix, we saw kind of the backside of Norrköping as well.
Oh, yeah.
That area is not the nicest.
And we got fined as well. So
yeah, we got fined for taking a scooter out there.
Yeah. You can't park here. Oh, well.
We have to. We can't go back.
No, but I mean, even if it's an industrial area, it was very nice too. And if Phoenix get the tap room they were speaking about, if that is something they're gonna have for the future, that's also gonna be great, I think. And
which is the area around is not that nice, but
when
the actual
come into the brewery was
gorgeous.
That's really nice.
I think that's part of the feeling as well when you're outside and you're like, what is this? And you
Well, she actually put a flag up outside so we could find the place because there's no sign anywhere.
Secrets.
It's our secret brewery. Come in. It's beautiful. How long do you see yourself working here?
I don't know. I'm quite old, but I still think it's fun. So a couple of more years, I think.
Until you can't.
Until I can't. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, I can still walk.
So this is kind of your final destination. This is where you want to end your career.
Yeah, I'm so enjoying it here. So it's hard to see anything else right now.
It's nice to hear, and it's very rare to hear that somebody stays at a place for so long when it comes to the restaurant business nowadays. So it's
I think it's a matter of generations actually. People who've been in the business for a long time tend to stay longer at places.
Yeah, especially if you like it. So.
Yeah, definitely.
If nothing else can convince you, Inka's been here since 2009 and want to stay for the rest of his career. So you gotta have to come here.
Yeah. So you don't miss him.
We will post pictures both on Facebook and Instagram, so you can see how the place looks. Rasmus has been around with a camera, taking multiple photos. There's a really cool upstairs, and the bar it's big in here.
It's big, yeah.
When we walked in yesterday, it was like, okay, there's the bar, and that's the seating area, and then you go through, and it's long in that way, it's long that way. It's like you got upstairs. You can fit quite a lot of people in here.
It is. I said 140 outside, 80 till 90 person down here, and upstairs 80 people. So
with the restrictions they're on now.
Yeah.
So that is massive. If restrictions are loosened, you can fit even more people in.
Absolutely, yeah. I've been taking away some chairs and stuff. So, but it's a big place. It's like a big ship. The Viking Line, you know.
The cruise lines between Sweden and Finland, but better looking.
Yeah, okay, thanks.
And the upstairs, as you said, is perfect if it's a big
for
party.
tastings and companies if you want to sit together.
The best-selling beer in here is still people coming in asking for a Stor Stark, or is it something else?
No, they never ask for Stor Stark.
They don't?
No. They see the variety. I had one guy here who was going back and forth and looking. I said, do you have Prips? Do you mean Prips Blå? No, it's on the petrol station over there. So he was disappointed, but otherwise, we're very happy to see all of those beers in there.
You get yelled at or disappointed at for so many reasons. I had a guy who got disappointed at me because I didn't have Explorer vodka in my bar.
Oh.
I'm like, what?
You probably had 4
stuff.
or 5 other different kinds of vodka. But
but those were shit. Yeah. The Explorer vodka is the one. Okay, well, according to him. I'm like, all right then.
Well, I'm sorry you can't get it here.
So you can't get it in any restaurant. Well, my buddy has it in his bar. Like, where's your buddy's bar? In his basement. All right. People are fun. That's the thing.
The thing is, because we all three are in the restaurant business, and I think the reason we are is because we get to meet all these fantastic people.
Yeah.
And then you have the oddball from time to time, and that's the stories we tell. But most of the times, why we do this is because we love to work around people, and people who we can bring them joy and experience.
Make them happy. Make them smiling.
Definitely. So if you go to a restaurant, go there with an open mind and be ready to be served. That's what you need to
do. Should we do the last question? You should do the last question.
I should do the last question.
We always have, and this is kind of a hard one.
Yeah. Okay.
So today is the day that you have to retire. You die, basically. So you can have one more beer. Whichever beer you want. What you're having?
That should be a Westfälleteren.
Which one of them?
12.
The Alps, yeah. Okay, well, Inka, thank you very much for having us.
Thank you very much.
It's been an absolute pleasure. And if you go to Norrköping, you know where to go. This place is fantastic. And if you're lucky, Inka's behind the bar taking care of you. If you're lucky, there's someone else in the bar taking care of you anyhow. So
Inka is outside the bar.
Having a beer with you.
And huge thanks to Elite Hotels and Bishop's Arms once again for letting the two of us do this.
Yeah, thank you very much for sponsoring the podcast. And you guys out there, whatever you do, drink better beer.
At Bishop's Arms.